Okay, what we're going to talk tonight about is, the other day you saw me going through a pain period. Feelings of guilt and this, that, and the other. Never feel feelings of guilt, man. It's always in the past, and that's where you leave it. What you don't, you leave it in the past. That's where it belongs, and that's where you put it. You will go through things as you're trying to change and adjust your personality, because that's what you're doing. You're trying to change and adjust the reactions that you have to things. Learned a lot of lessons from what I went through. They're lessons for myself. We're going to push on through with this stuff, and pull ourselves up by the bootstraps, and we're going to go forward. Here's the thing. You don't ever want to be... Here's the way you always need to look at yourself. Anytime you have feelings of guilt, don't feel that guilty. I mean, it sucks to say that. Even when you do things wrong, because you know where you're headed. And that's where you're headed. What you're doing now is what you're doing now, but you know where you're headed. You know what's way deep down inside. You know it. You know what I mean? So, but sometimes you are in pain, man. Like, sometimes you are in pain. I mean, you just, nobody's 110% all the time. And just to let you know that it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to feel that way. It's okay for everybody to hurt and everybody to feel those feelings, you know what I mean? A lot of times we're told we can't feel those feelings, but that's bullshit. That's bullshit. How can you tell somebody not to feel sad or, you know, the other feelings that we have? But you need to always understand that, that's just a passing moment. It's a passing moment yeah, man, push on through. I learned a lot of things going through that. Though it was one of the hardest things I've ever went through, because it's not like you'd go in naturally to a job and just be yourself and do your work. You really concentrate on how you'd react. You constantly, you know, you're trying to attract, and we attracted big time. We pulled off our job like we were supposed to, and that's the way it is, man. That's what happened. And nobody's going to make me feel guilty for that at all. I'm not going to feel guilty for that. Don't feel like I lost anything. I think the one girl was right. I probably wouldn't have wanted it if I got it. But, but too, here's some things did happen to me. I got a little too cocky. I got a little too much. I got too much. I kind of got sleazy, and you don't want to go to that point. And it was a good learning lesson for me. You know, I don't want to get there. And when you go through those pain periods, you look back, and that's a good thing about the pain period, because you look back and you pay attention. You know, thank God for that girl, because if it hadn't been for her, I wouldn't have took a look at myself. I would have been kept on being an asshole. And even in my videos, you can see where I was just pissed. You know, I telegraph things, and you can see. Which I'm going to still leave them up there. They need to be up there so you can see each step documentary through. You can see my emotions. I telegraph, you know, because my pride was fucking hurt. You know what I mean? My pride was hurt. I did some things wrong. But everything that I did wrong this time around, I learned from. And I did some things. I did, my pride was hurt, but my pride was hurt because when I wrote the letter that I was talking about, I gave up my status. I fully validated the girl. And I should have just kept my game like it was going. And I kind of got mad at this girl named TT out there because she told me to quit playing mind games. It's not mind games. That's how you're supposed to play the game. I mean, that's not mind games. That's how you're supposed to play. And when I stopped doing that and I fully validated, this thing about validation, you give a girl full validation, she won't be interested anymore. I mean, nothing against this girl. Thank God for her, because I'll remember her for the rest of my life. Because this is a big time change, man. I mean, it's a big time change in myself. I'm more outgoing without alcohol. I'm more outgoing. I can get out and socialize now, man, just by talking to these girls. Every one of them's good personalities. Every one of them's cool, you know. But you just gotta, you know, no guilt, pushing on through. No feel of loss. I feel a sense of gain today. The other day, when it was Easter Sunday, I was missing my kids. I feel a sense of loss. You know what I mean? Like, because she did make, you know, she's a good person in a lot of ways, but not the kind of person I'd want to be with in a romantic relationship. She's the kind of person I'd want to be friends with. I wouldn't be able to Not the kind of person I'd want to be in a romantic relationship, though. You know, comfortable though. I mean, made me feel, she's just a good friend type. But that won't ever happen either. But uh, just I lost my strength there for a minute, but we got it back, and got it back this time coming through better. We came through the pain period better because the lessons we learned. I mean, those girls up there, Beverly, Tasha, Jackie, by their reactions, they taught me a lot. They taught me a lot. They taught me that I had gone too far, and they taught me to adjust. You know what I mean? By their reactions, I learned a lot, and thank goodness for all of them. But what I really wanted to do is I wanted to get my job. I did have a plan to build a big social pyramid, get to the top of it, come all the way down to the bottom, and I needed to work on calibration, and that was the thing that I was needing to work on. I needed to come up out of the hole. You know what I mean? I needed to come up, start from the bottom and come up out of the hole to the top. Because if I could have done that, if I could have built myself up, come back down after everybody got to know me, and then come way down and then claw my way back up, you know what I mean? Talk my way back up, learn to socialize, you know what I mean? My way back up without pity, or without, but just based on sheer strength and sheer resolve, then I felt like that would have trained me good enough to pick up just about any woman I wanted to. Because you get a whole building pissed at you, man. It takes a lot of fucking charm. It takes a lot of fucking charm. After everybody's pissed at you and everybody thinks you're nuts to come back up out of there. I'm not nuts, I just think a lot. Alright, well, that's it. Be look out for the pain period. Don't lose yourself. You might lose yourself. You will lose yourself. But thank God for the pain period. And just keep your eye open for that. And just keep your wits about you, man. Keep your wits about you at all time. This is all about sharpening the mind. It's, and when you sharpen a pencil, man, you're going to have some grindings laying on the ground. You know what I mean? And just keep in mind, no matter the guilt that you feel, try not to feel guilty, because you know that's not you. You know what I mean? You know that this is a changing experience, and you know the goal. You have a picture in your mind of where you're headed, and that's where you're headed, and that's where you want to get to. And just keep that in mind. And for that kid out there that is in school and he's got all this stuff coming to him in life, don't learn to sharpen your mind, learn to condition your mind. And like the technique, you use the techniques like I've showed in past videos. You start using them techniques, you're going to see better responses. You know what I mean? But you have to keep a force field around you. Here's the thing where I messed up. You need to keep a force field around you, and there will be shots coming in, but you don't need to react to any of those shots. I did. I reacted to, and not really shots. I would answer. People would say, well, how's that working? How's the pickup thing working out for you? And I would answer them. I shouldn't even answer them. It shouldn't even, or I'd say, well, y'all don't even know what it is. Or I'd try to get them to look at it. I don't need to do that. Don't even do that. Because, damn, the one person that was like, I think it's kind of, I mean, that sucks, but that's just the way it is. You got to look forward, man. Fuck. And I hate even saying that, she wouldn't be my type. But she wouldn't, you know what I mean? I mean, that's not a crack or an insult. That's like you are, you would have been friend type. And that's how I should have kept it. Or how, I should have kept looking at it. It's hard to, though, when you come up and do the stuff you did, and fuck you for saying you didn't. Because I'm honest. I mean, when it comes down to it, I'm honest, Might not have the game figured out, but I'm honest. I'm not a cheater, so I don't know what that's like, you know what I'm saying? So, but I never, I didn't have probably the reasons you have. I don't understand your reasons or your thought process, so, you know what I mean? If you watch this, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe you need a reason not to cheat, or I don't know if you're not happy or what the fuck ever, but still, I mean, don't take me and, the way I feel, probably, yeah, I might have been practicing game, but I was honest, and I might have got drunk and mad and shitty, but when I called you a bitch, I was just saying, what's up, bitch? But, don't take me and make me to be this big fucking asshole, when really I'm not the big fucking asshole. You know what I mean? I'm not the one, that should be paying for some fucking bullshit. Alright.